Today we board the Mariner of the Seas. Hey everyone, it's Patrick from Oakland Travel, and it's the start of another cruise vlog series. This was January 15th, 2022, and we're about to board the Mariner of the Seas in Port Canaveral, Florida. Here we are making the quick drive over from Orlando and getting ready to get off the Beeline and get down into Cruise Terminal 1 for Royal Caribbean. This will be a quick little 5-night cruise for us. We go to Cozumel, Mexico, and then Nassau, Bahamas, both port destinations we've been to several times in the past. But, you know, anytime you get a chance to go on a cruise, it's always worth it. For this particular vlog series, we recorded over 500 gigs of video, so quite a bit of footage from both the ship perspective, excursions we do at the ports themselves, everything. But before we could even go on the cruise, we needed to do the testing the day before and did the at-home test from eMed, which was extremely easy and definitely recommended. This is Maria right here sort of doing her test after I had done mine. After 15 minutes, one line for the control means you have tested negative, which is always a good thing. In early 2022, during the COVID pandemic, you definitely want to check with your cruise line to make sure that you have all of the documentation necessary to get on your cruise ship, that you've done all of the testing that's required, following the protocols, etc., etc. So we made sure to pay very close attention to the Royal Caribbean website as we were getting close to the cruise, and that way we were doing everything correct, and we had all the right paperwork when we showed up at the cruise terminal. So back to Port Canaveral, and we are turning into the garage. This was the first time we had been back to this port in 5 years. 2017 was the last time we were here, when we were getting on the Oasis of the Seas. And as we would find out here in just a minute, as we're pulling in, the procedures had changed on us, because the last time we were here, I remember kind of distinctly how everything worked. Parking?
Yes, sir. Mariner of the Seas,
yep.
Drop off and parking.
Thinking back on this now, I don't think they get too many people that actually drive out to the port and park for the duration of the cruise, because we had a little bit of a mix-up here in a second when we get up to the first person. The last time we were here, we parked first and brought our luggage with us down to the lower level of the garage, and then brought it over to the porters that would take it to the ship. And now, as we would find out, apparently what they want you to do is pull up here and then give the luggage to the porters down here, and then you go down and you park. And so this gentleman right here actually takes the luggage from us, and then we turn left and we drive up into the second level of the garage and actually go park. And the other thing that was different about this too is the fact that once we got up to the second level, we had to pay for the parking before they would even let us sort of into the controlled area of the garage. The last time we were here, you had to do like a parking reservation, and it was kind of a mess. So this is a little bit easier. There is no such thing as a ticket, because you just pay right up here at the little kiosk before you can go in, and then that way after the cruise, you don't have to worry about it. You just get in your car and you drive home.
And you're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Well, the other thing that was different is that you can't do reservations anymore. Because I don't know if you remember from 2017, we actually had a parking reservation.
Oh.
And then you drove up and paid, but you had to check in with your reservation.
Yeah.
And they don't do the reservations anymore.
So, are we...
All right, Terminal 1. So this was also our first time back to this terminal since the COVID pandemic had started. And so now the procedure is different. When we came out of the elevator, there's a whole different setup than what we saw the last time we were here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it out.
Your vaccination records and your COVID test.
Okay.
Negative test and vaccine card, please. Okay, yeah.
There's both sides.
So if you don't have your vaccine card and your test results, you can't even get into the terminal. Okay. There should be some in here, like probably around to the left.
Priority check-in, right over there.
Okay.
They're bored, so give them something to do.
Terminal 1, Port Canaveral. 12:45 in the afternoon. Boarding for Mariner of the Seas. Been a while since we've been here. Now boarding all guests. So the email they sent earlier that told us to be here an hour and a half later than we scheduled, apparently. So overall, I was very, very pleased with this check-in process at Terminal 1 here at Port Canaveral. It went extremely smoothly. As you see, it's not very crowded. It was super easy and just a great start to the cruise. Plenty of agents, it looks like, for check-in. We were sort of speculating earlier that maybe they just put that out because they figured some people would follow it and some people wouldn't. We sort of kind of did, but at the same time, our schedule was 12:30, so 15 minutes late, which is not bad. Looks like the check-in process will be pretty quick.
Come around the corner here, we'll get you to the counter.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Sure.
Here we go.
Hello.
Start with the cabin number, please.
It is,
Right here.
yeah.
758.
Hey, just out of curiosity, what's the capacity, or what's the, how many passengers
Do you
on
know
board?
that?
Give me 1 second. 7582. There's only supposed to be 1,600 going on, and I doubt all of them will show.
Wow.
Really?
What is the full cost?
Oh, on this ship? Over 3,000.
I think it's 4 with this one.
Oh, yeah.
So less than half.
So it's probably, at the most, probably going to be 1,200 on the boat.
Wow.
It beats
If
beats
that.
the 600 that were on
You
the
guys might
adventure.
not even see anybody.
Well, yeah. Is it? But it's a
Alright.
little
August of
You
21.
guys are fully done. All you need is the set sail passes, your white wristbands to be visible. You guys can go over there behind you to the now boarding section of the ship. Enjoy, and we'll see you Thursday upon returning.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. To the ship.
So you're right. They let us in. How early?
7582. I'm still trying to get used to that number. I have to remember it from cruise to cruise.
Maria and Patrick.
It's all right. You got more.
Didn't they used to take a picture every single cruise?
Hello there, welcome aboard.
Hello.
Enjoy your cruise.
Thank you. No, it was never really printed on the card.
Yes, it was. I have cards of it.
Then those go way, way
They
back.
go way back.
Yeah. You're talking like 2010 before.
But they did. They used to.
Oh, there's our cabin down there.
It's weird. We stepped foot off the Mariner of the Seas, and 3.5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 3.5 weeks later, we get on the Mardi Gras. Hello. Thank you. That was weird. They didn't even scan us. So let's go to the.
On the other side, sir. Follow the
Oh, are you doing mustard drill stuff? Oh, okay. We're going to go to the Windjammer if that's all right.
It's up to you, sir. And then please come back for your master
Oh, yeah.
later, okay? Windjammer is on. Take the elevator and go to deck 11.
Yep, yep.
That's where the buffet is, okay?
And this is on the other side.
Yes, when you're
Yeah, yeah. We'll, yeah.
Okay, yes, yes.
Thank you. All right, so you can put the form away.